Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you drop me off the wrong person.
Yeah, where it's done to the phone name.
It started pouring out of nowhere. Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you drop me off the wrong person.
Yeah, where it's done to the phone name.
It started pouring out of nowhere. Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you drop me off the wrong person.
Yeah, where it's done to the phone name.
Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Let me take this down real quick. This thing on? Shout out to my man Steel City Luke. He was first, Gleesh second, Santino, bruh. Haney's security guard was like a giant. He moved the whole venue. Seemed like, a message cut off. Ray Smith, I'm in here. Shout out to Ego and Ego's Army. Always good stuff. Man, y'all know what it is, man. The best in the business. 2024 is about to be lit. I got my tea. We're just gonna wait for the notifications to go out a little bit. and we'll get to the proceedings. Shout out to Fez Pesos. Shout out to my man. He said, we unpack coming to you live. I try to tell y'all. Can you be the infamous Hi Ego, you are early today? Yeah, I might go back to my two-a-days. The game needs me. The game needs me. Who else in here? I would totally push Bill Haney too, right out of Devin's spotlight. Oh, wow. Glee says you were right about Devin Haney fighting Sandor Martin. I try to tell. I'm really him in boxing. Listen, you can listen to whatever you want, but I'm him, the king of pop. I keep telling. Listen.
Yeah.
The king of pop is back. Shout out to Ty Golan. What's up? I can't get no better. I'm like fine wine. I get better with time. I can't get no better. I just keep getting better, bro. It's a thriller. I'm the king of pop.
Yeah.
ATX was good. Hot take, Errol wins by decision. I mean, we gotta see that. ATX. My man says, nah, you the best at this. I told you I'm the king of pop. Could you do that to the Beach Boys? Bro, I'm the best in boxing until you could tell me somebody who been around longer than me, make more money than me, and can do this. And just hit that to start the live stream. Ain't nobody like me in this weak game. Yeah, shout out to Florida. What's up? My man from Florida. Who else? If he move up to 147 for a bigger fight, that's ducking Sandor, right? According to Haney logic. I mean, listen, I'm gonna get to the Devin Haney and the Ryan Garcia. Y'all gonna feel this. Y'all about to feel this. He said, bring out the glove. I ain't got no glove, man. Come on. I ain't got no glove. Come on. Shout out to Kenya B. Man, I just keep getting this right. Hey, it's funny though. It's funny in boxing. They say, oh, Ego, you're wrong. No way, Ego. You're wrong. And then I keep being right. How y'all keep saying I'm wrong and I keep being right? Don't even make sense. My man from Texas says the best in the business. I try to tell you. Bro, I'm gonna make y'all remember the time like MJ. What about? I'm gonna get started in a second. I'm just waiting for the notifications to go out. Hey, y'all can speed up the process by throwing a like on the video. That's all y'all gotta do. The best in the business. It ain't gonna change. They can't outwork me. What's my man say? Ever since that old guy Barroso's win, my grandpa thinks he got it in China. He whooped my butt the other day. Hey, hey, you petty. Hey, I like Barroso's. I like Barroso. He an old school cat. You could tell he got that old man strength. He been through some stuff. I like Barroso. Yeah, I like Barroso. I like what he doing. Hey, the UK. Bro, shout out to all my UK fans. Please do not be offended. Please do not be alarmed. But y'all gotta stop fighting Latino fighters, bro. Y'all not built for that. Listen, if you live in the UK and you a boxer, don't fight. I don't want to see that. Listen, we'll leave that in 2023. I don't want to see no more British teeth fighters fight nobody that's Latino. I don't want to see a Gonzalez, a Sanchez, Rodriguez. I don't want to see Marquette. Like, if they name is Luis Miguel, don't fight him. That's what y'all should do. And it's out of love, I'm telling you this. Because every time these British teeth be fighting anybody with some flavor, especially of the Latino kind, they be getting broke up. It be bad. Joshua, bro, he fought Andy Ruiz on a 5-week notice, and Andy Ruiz put pause to him. Andy Ruiz just put the pause to him after getting dropped. And Anthony, bro, Ruiz hit Joshua so hard, he was saying dumb stuff in the corner. I know y'all remember. They're like, man, he's whooping you, Joshua. Da-da-da. You got to snap out of it. And they was like, the coaches was trying to talk to Joshua. Joshua was like, what did he hit me with? Man, what the hell wrong with you? Bro, the delusion or whatever, concussion, whatever was going on in Joshua's mind, he was really tripping. He was asking the wrong questions in the middle of the ring. What did he hit me with? Red ball, blue ball. Man was saying riddles. Like, bro, you better focus on the fight. Barroso got the old people gassed up. You ain't never lied. Man, Barroso, everyone keep talking about his age. That Benjamin Button, he the Venezuelan Benjamin Button. He'll button you right up, put you in your coffin. That man O'Hara Davis talk, bro. O'Hara Davis talks so much trash to get slept in round 1. Like that's the most embarrassing thing ever. When Rolly fought Barroso, O'Hara Davis was like, ha ha ha, it'd be funny if the old man won. Well, it's funny when the old man beat you too. Like Rolly, everybody hating on Rolly. Rolly didn't get knocked out though. I get the Tony Weeks and the controversy. I understand that. But he didn't get knocked out. He got dropped. But so did O'Hara. That always remind me of Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon when they were on Hans Island. And he was like, O'Hara. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Enter the Dragon? Where my boy Han, he had that bear claw. And man, put that claw on and was getting to work. O'Hara! Bolo! My boy Bolo was in there. My boy Bolo Young was in there. Man, stop playing with that dude Bolo. Tell him, bruh, suckers get slapped up. What is that from Juice? Suckers get slapped up. Suckers get slapped. Man, these suckers get slapped up. Shout out to Gregory Roberts. He know the classics. Bolo, my boy Bolo was. Why was Bolo, bro? That's the most hub. He was the first hub Chinese dude in cinema. My boy Bolo, you break my record. Now I break you. I break your friend. And hey, Bolo is raw. That's my dude. I'm the Bolo of boxing. Yeah, call me Ego, aka Young Bolo. Hey, Chuck, you gotta be stopped. Never doubt someone on Medicare. Hey, you wrong, bro. Shout out to Kenya B knowing her martial arts movies. Suddenly I like to leave your island. Yeah, shout out to Jim Kelly. I'm surprised. Okay, can you be know a little something? Okay. All right. Errol Spence, or Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. What y'all want to talk about first? Actually, let's do the roll call and then we'll get it cracking. City, state, zip. Let me know where you guys are from. Rep where you from. and we'll get it cracking. City, state, zip. Bang, where you from? Yeah, it's Big Ego. What's good? B-Dog, what's up? City, state, zip. Let me know where you guys are from, and then we'll get it cracking. Shout out to Florida. Daniel from Florida, what's up? My man from Chicago. Okay, we got back-to-back Chiracs. We got Orlando in the building. I told you, we everywhere like air. Stop playing with it. DC. Northeast DC, what's up? What's popping with you? Dade County, we got some more Florida. Hey, Florida used to have some artists. I used to love Trick Daddy. Okay, what's up? Shut up. That's how I feel to all y'all in boxing that don't know. Bethlehem, PA, Pasadena, the city of Rose. Yeah, shout out to SoCal, Dade County, Miami. Shout out to the 305. Get your notepads, gentlemen. Yeah, class is about to be in session. Listen, I'll close with Errol Spence, and I want to start talking about this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. Listen, Harlem, shout out to Harlem to the Bronx. NYC, I see you, 10027, know about it. Camden, New Jersey. Yeah, we got New Jersey up here, Big Brim. Okay, we got Dade County again. I told you, Florida be repping. They be repping for the channel. Okay, there's my Texas folk. My man said, shout out to it whole Iowa. I ain't never heard that. Texas putting it down for Errol. Yeah, I'm gonna close with Errol. We gonna get this started. But let me talk about this Devin thing. There's a lot of people, and that's why I had to go live, because a lot of y'all got a lot to say. Let's see if people are so confused when I'm live, because this is what y'all try to do. When I do a static video, meaning like I'm not live, so I can't respond to everybody individually. I get, too much traffic and too many comments to respond individually. But when I'm live, it becomes an easier thing, because I can put you on a Summer Jam screen and make an example out of you. You say something stupid. You did. You understand me. Shout out to Baltimore, Maryland, 21207. So with that being said, there's a lot of people that they don't understand what Boxing Ego is saying at your mom's house. Man, block him. What, you 2 years old? Block Dan B. We got our first victim. That was stupid. I'm at your mom's house. Yeah, block him just because that was just dumb. And you didn't even put a space between. I know you sped Ed. That man didn't even put a space between his name. That say Danby. Yeah, get Danby out of here. Got him. Shout out to Kenya B confirming the kill. So Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. A lot of different opinions, and a lot of these opinions that I'm hearing from y'all, they suck. Ryan Garcia made a smart move for his career, and I'm gonna explain. Some people are like, oh, ego. Y'all, you know what y'all sound like? I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I would be in a position where people were watching me and entertained by the content. But one thing is, like, I didn't know my opinion made y'all feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Like, the boy Ego say something and y'all, oh, why would he say that? Like, this is my opinion. You don't like it? Scram. Like, it's that simple. I'm telling you how I feel on my channel. Oh, but so-and-so disagree. I don't give about so-and-so. Don't tell me about so-and-so. I don't care what nobody talking about. I'm telling you what I feel. This is called Boxing Ego. So I give you guys my opinion on Boxing Ego, the channel I created. So Ryan, he made a power move. Some people, oh, he's ducking, he's scared, all this stuff, whatever. If that's your opinion, great. My opinion is Ryan made a power move, because my thing is this. It's a power move because you have to look at the infrastructure of what could be next for both parties. So that's the part that people don't understand in the world of boxing. People, they get mad when I talk about the business of boxing, but you dumb heathens must understand that if it is not for the business of boxing, then there will ultimately be no fight. So let me say that in another way. If the boxing business is not properly hashed out, then you have zero fight. There will be no fight. That's how that works. Once again, for the slow people in the back, if the business doesn't make sense, then there'll be nothing to talk about because there'll be no fight. So that's why I talk about business. Someone's, oh, you don't want the best versus the best. Take the best versus the best and shove it up your ass. Because that's a myth. The best versus the best. Boxing is the wild, wild west of sports, if you haven't noticed. This best versus best, it's not NBA where you have a schedule and then this seed has to play this seed and then you get a championship game. We know that's not how boxing works. We know there's different governing bodies, different sanctioning bodies. There'll be a fight that you want to see, and then the sanctioning body will say, oh, you got to fight your mandatory. We know these things. We know, and the only people who pretend that they don't know, either they really don't know and they're naive to the game, which if that's the case, they shouldn't even be speaking, or they know the drill and they're playing dumb. I mean, you guys take your pick. So the reason why Ryan made a power move is because he could fight Rolly Romero, who some people are saying is the weakest link and the weakest champion. That's not my opinion. That's what y'all saying, right? Y'all saying Rolly is the weak link and Tony Weeks helped him get a belt. Listen, mark my words down. If Ryan fights Rolly, people will watch. Does anyone disagree with that? Like, not you particularly, like one person to make a point you're not going to watch. But do you agree? Does everybody in this room agree with that statement? Like, if they do a press conference next week, Ryan and Rolly, you're going to watch it if you're a boxing fan. Is that cap or fact? I got to start at the very basic level, because I got to undo a lot of like the stupid narratives that are out there. If Ryan Garcia and Rolly did a press conference next week, you're going to watch it as boxing fans. My man said, I'm watching the press conference, the weigh-in and all that. Okay, then. So let's not play dumb to boxing ego. I've been here before. I was born at night, not last night. So this is the part that kills me. You got YouTubers, you got Facebook groups and different people, and they all disagree and got different opinions and stuff like that. That's cool. But I like to simplify things so I could get and snip and cut out all the bullshit. The reality is, if Ryan fights Rolly, people are like, all right, like the same, like, listen to me. The people that are saying Ryan is ducking Devin and he sucks and Ryan's a disgrace, the people who are saying that are still going to watch if Ryan fights Rolly in their next fight. So that's almost like the Mayweather effect, where people claim they hate Floyd Mayweather, but then he would do the highest live gates. He was doing the highest pay-per-view buy rate. So that means despite all the commotion and animosity and all the gripes and people typing comments angrily, they were still watching Floyd Mayweather. My man said, I'm always looking for an excuse to hang out with friends and drink, so heck yeah, I'm going to watch. LOL. So this is why it's a power move, because everybody in this room just agreed that as a boxing fan, you would watch the build up and watch the fight. So everyone's like, oh, no one wants to see Rolly fight. Okay, so the same people who are saying no one wants to see Ryan versus Rolly, then how come everyone in the chat just said that they're going to watch the build up, watch the press conference, watch the weigh-in, and ultimately watch the fight? How does this make sense? Please let me know. So that's why I try to be as specific as I can so we can eliminate all the bullshit, right? People are saying this is a terrible choice and Ryan's so dumb and Ryan is a ducker. That's cool. They saying that, but then they would still watch the fight. Just like the same people, you notice a pattern? The same people who complain about Tank in every video and every post and say Tank needs to step up. Tank is not working on his legacy. Tank. They keep talking about him though. How can you lose if people still talk about you? You should be worried when people stop talking about you. Then it's a problem. It's a problem when they stop talking about, not when they talk about you. Because there's people saying good stuff always, but then there's also people who are neutral, and then there's also people that don't like you. But the fact is they're talking. If they talking, then that's keeping your brand alive. Floyd Mayweather once said, and I might, if you follow me on social media, at Boxing Ego and at Boxing Ego 1 on Instagram, then I might post this because I love when Floyd said it. He had an interview and he talked about boos. And he says, yeah, the crowd can boo, but I like it. I like when the crowd boo because that just shows they know who I am. And I was like, all right, Floyd, that's a good point. You see what I'm saying? Like, who boos somebody you don't really know who they are? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it really showcases that, not like if you go to a comedy special and it's open mic night and somebody's just terrible, yeah, okay, you might boo them. But in a boxing setting, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knew who Floyd was, so we know why they booing him specifically. He's not no random person you don't know who he is. So yeah, Ryan made a power move. And I'm gonna double down on that. just getting started. They just want Devin Haney to be a pay-per-view star. Bingo, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. Hold on, what's this bum talking about? We got another bum in here. Hold on. Okay, Philip the Bum Wilson. What you talking about? You can run all the polls you want on this channel. You will not get true feedback because you only keep people in here that agree with you all the time. So how does that make sense? You feel better, Philip? I hope you feel better. Get well soon. Bro. First of all, I am not the YouTube algorithm. I can't control who is even in here. You sound stupid. No, Kenya, don't block him yet. Because I want to give him a tongue lashing pause. Listen to the level of stupidity from people like Philip the Bum Wilson. You's a bum. I said that you's a bum. You doing bum activities with bum tendencies. Bums are your friend. Bums are your enemies. Listen how dumb what you said was. You said I control the narrative basically by only keeping people in here that agree with me. But I'm not in charge of the YouTube algorithm, and it's a free platform. It's not like you had to pay, like this was the Ego Church of Latter-day Saints and you had to pay to get in here and there was a cover charge so I could screen and have security only let certain people in. It's not a private party. It's a public domain on YouTube. So tell me how I can control who agrees with me and disagrees with me when I can't even control who gets a notification or who jumps in the live stream. It makes no sense. AKA use a bum. My man T Dot said, yo, keep doing your thing, brother. Absolutely. The man says, I only keep people that agree with me. I can't even control who comes in here. So how I do all that? Like I had security. But you control who stays in here. The only people who don't stay in here are the people who get blocked because they said something and they couldn't defend their standpoint. If you make valid arguments with facts, then you don't get blocked. That's how that works. Shout out to Jay Reddy already. Nobody gets blocked just for disagreeing. They get blocked if you disagree and you can't hold your position. Buster. I made a valid point, but your point wasn't valid. You the only one that thinks it's valid. Oh my gosh. This man, Philip, he says you run all the polls on the channel. But I can't, but okay, so 300,000 subscribers later, I could control everybody that votes. Is that what you're saying? I got help from Russia and I'm rigging the polls? What are you saying, bro? He says I control the polls. How do I, if I run a poll on my channel, how do I prevent anybody from voting or not voting on a free platform like YouTube? You sound stupid, bro. Now you talking about let's move on because you know what you said was stupid. See, this is what they always do. They say something stupid, and then when I address it, then they want to hurry up and move on. Oh, come on, man, let's move on. Let's move on with the show. Bro, how can I control public domain and who attends a live stream, who doesn't, who votes? I can't control those things. If I run a poll right now, it's just a bunch of random people. You think I know every single person that votes? That's hilarious. Anywho, the bottom line is Ryan made a power move, and I'm going to further explain that. It's a power move. You don't have to like it. I don't care if you like it. All I know is if Ryan and Rolly fight, you guys are going to be tapped in and paying attention. Let's not beat around the bush. Now, who was it? There was somebody in here. Oh, there it is. Shout out to my man Gleesh. I put it back on the screen. They just want Devin Haney to be a pay-per-view star. That's the true issue. The true issue is this. Listen, and I'm about to expose a lot of y'all because there's a lot of fluke and a lot of flaw in boxing right now. So let's put some of these thoughts out there. When Tank Davis fights an undefeated Ryan Garcia, knocks him out as an undefeated fighter, 2 undefeated fighters, does a crazy live gate and 1 million+ pay-per-view buys, what are they saying about Tank still? Tank needs to fight somebody. Tank needs to fight. Just hear me out. That's all I want. Hear me out. You have people in boxing saying Tank needs to fight somebody, but he fought an undefeated. So a guy that was bigger than him, Ryan Garcia, a guy that was undefeated, Ryan Garcia, a guy who has speed and power, Ryan Garcia, a guy who's okay for Devin Haney to fight after being knocked out and dropped by Tank Davis. But when Tank fights him, they say, oh, Tank still needs to fight someone. How does this make sense? To all the viewers at home, that's why I preach cognitive thinking. Don't just let someone on YouTube or wherever, Facebook groups, get you gassed up and have you arguing for something that when it comes down to it, you'll be caught with your pants down. You know this stuff don't make sense when you start breaking it down. How is it that people are saying Tank hasn't fought anybody, but the same nobodies, other people, if they fight him in boxing, then those are great fights? This is Floyd Mayweather level hate. When Floyd beats someone, then they all of a sudden they horrible fighters, or they was green and wasn't ready, and all these like different reasons why it wasn't a good victory for Floyd. So that's question one. How is an undefeated Ryan Garcia, who Like, cause real talk, let's just be real. If Ryan and Devin Haney stood next to each other, they're pretty close. They look about the same size. Like I've seen the older amateur pictures, especially, they was about neck and neck. You look at Ryan and Tank, there's not no neck and neck. So Tank is fighting a guy who's bigger and pause, but longer than him. Right? And he was undefeated. So how is it not good enough for a Tank, talking point? But then if Devin fights after, then they saying, oh, the Ryan Garcia is a good, and now that people are mad at Ryan for going a different direction. No, we're not doing that. You're not giving credit to a guy for beating the undefeated version, and then just a year later, it hasn't even been a year. It's not even a year later, and then people are like okay with Devin fighting Ryan. And like me, I don't take away credit for Tank, so I don't have a problem with Devin fighting Ryan, but I knew that wasn't going to happen next, and that's what I told you. So that's strike one. Let me work on strike two. Strike two is this, and I'm going to give you guys the anatomy of why Ryan Garcia is making a power move, because you have to look now. If Ryan, whether you, as a man, I implore you to put your emotions to the side. As I say that, this Buster is back. You are also swearing up and down that Spence Crawford will make more than Triple G Canelo, but never. When did I say that, bro? What did I say? What, like, when did okay, listen, we gonna give you what you want. Did anyone hear me ever say that Spence and Crawford will make more what? But more something than Canelo versus Triple G? Listen, I need all of my longtime listeners to please answer the question. Did you ever hear a video where me said that compared Crawford Spence before it happened to Canelo Triple G and said it would make more? So I'm assuming more money or more pay-per-view sale, whatever this fool's talking about. Did anyone ever hear me say that? I don't remember you saying that. Nope. Okay, a couple more votes. It's looking bad for you, Philip. Listen, I have no problem with anybody quoting me, but if you quote me, it better be a quote that I said. Y'all be quoting me with stuff I never even said. Hey, block him. Get him out of here. That's three. Three people vouch. You the only one that heard this information, and I know I didn't say that. So block Philip Wilson. Shout to Tucker. What's up? Bro, okay, so I'm building up Errol Spence. Okay, just keep this in mind. I'm building up Errol Spence fight versus Terrence Crawford last year on my channel, telling you what's going on, talking about the fighters and weights and weight drain and the training camps and stuff. Out of nowhere, I just said, hey, Spence Crawford, this undisputed fight in 2023 is going to outsell Triple G and Canelo. That happened in like 2017. Like, that's not it. My brain doesn't even work like that, bro. Like, there's no correlation between those two fights. Why would I just randomly bring up Canelo Triple G? Ain't nobody worried about Canelo Triple G. And I know you ain't talking about the third one, because the third one was 2 packs of ass. So it had to be the first two fights. So the first two fights was on HBO. So I just randomly compared a fight that was finna happen in 2023 to some old on HBO. Man, stop. These dudes just be lying. I don't know if y'all watch too many different YouTubers and then things they say, you confuse it with me, but don't do that. If anybody want to hold me to anything that I said, but it has to be a direct quote. I'm not, you're not going to make up quotes about me. Wasn't even worried about Canelo and Triple G. Triple G, he don't even, where is he? Like, bro, bro, these dudes is weird. They like stalkers. There's like really no reason to even be talking about Triple G for real. Where even is he? The man last time, like, He had a beer belly and he had an energy drink. Why would I even be talking about Triple G? He's not even like a factor. Oh, hey guys, that boxes, punches. Bro, he's not even like relevant to any new And see, listen, when I do bring up a fighter, then they get mad at it, but then they stay talking about Wilder and like stuff. Like, I'm not even talking about Wilder. I'm not talking about Triple G right now. There's no real reason for me to be talking about Triple G. Hey guys, and he just randomly bringing up Triple G. But anyway, they trying to distract you. I told you, it's like the Judas did to Jesus. They only here to cause distractions. Shout out to my man Spo. So I'll get back to it. 2024, less distractions. That's what we working on. Hey, please get the likes up. If y'all want me to keep cooking, I need y'all to get the likes up. Simple ask, doesn't take long. That's what enables me to give you more of the live format. Please get the likes up. So back to it. Salute Ego in chat. I'm thankful for the timing of the stream. Shout out to my man Spo. So Ryan Garcia, it's a power move. I'm not saying you have to like it, because and notice this, the people who are so mad about Ryan Garcia making this decision are the people are like Devin Haney fanatics. And that's cool. I like Devin Haney. I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at like Bill Haney. He's promoting his son. Like, I ain't mad at none of that. But I'm talking about like the insane fanatical fans that is like over the top. They're the ones mad at Ryan Garcia. But if you look at it from like the brand, Ryan is doing a power move, because here's the thing. And see, now when you start, that's why I'm breaking down the anatomy of this. Now you can start to understand why people are so angry with Ryan Garcia. They angry because despite the same people saying Tank ain't ish and Tank need to fight someone, they knew that Devin versus Ryan Garcia as a fight, collectively, those two names would probably do the next greatest numbers to Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis. But we know Gervonta and Devin Haney likely is not fighting next because there's been no traction for that fight. So the next best thing, I guess you could say, would be like a Devin Haney fighting another big name like a Ryan Garcia. So that's why they angry about it, because Ryan bailed out. And I'm not saying everything he did was wise, because it really wasn't. To do, like, you gave people false hope and left them with blue balls. So of course I can understand some people are going to be mad at that, but it's done. What's done is done. So now I'm looking at the move, and I'm telling you, the move he made, people get so caught into the semantics of, oh, Floyd told him to do that. Who gives a bro? Who cares? His mom told him to do it. Floyd told him to do it. You know, Jesus, whoever told him to do it, is done. He did it. So now I got to look at the move and look at what the moving parts are. Period. People they treat boxing like it's high school. You know what I mean? They treat boxing like it's high school and get caught up in the gossip of it. And bro, I'm actually glad Ryan Garcia did it in the fashion that he did. He put out a tweet and he just deaded it. I ain't fighting him. My focus is back Rolly. He didn't like string you along. I didn't believe that they were fighting next anyway. So to me, I was able to get over it quick, because it wasn't like even a good false alarm to me. Like, let's say even Shakur Stevenson versus Frank Martin. I didn't really think that fight was going to happen. But then when they start saying like, oh, they've agreed, I'm like, hey, maybe it does happen. I never bought that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia was happening next. I never bought that at all. I never thought it would be next. And that's what I said to you. Never thought that fight would be next. Y'all was getting souped up because Oscar put out a tweet, oh, I'm talking to the Haneys. And, you know, everybody seemingly was on board, but there's a lot of moving parts to making these fights. And I knew that wasn't going to happen. So moving on, Ryan made the decision. He pulled the dagger out, said he's going a different route. Him going a different route for him specifically is a smart move because now it aligns with him possibly getting a title shot versus Rolly. Who can't see these things? I really don't understand it. Who can't understand these simple things? Post-fight, Ryan Garcia told you he wanted to fight Rolly. Now, again, him putting polls up and saying he was going to fight Devin, I didn't believe it personally, but some of y'all seemingly did. That's why some of y'all are upset about it. I don't know why he did that. I can't speak to that. That part is a bad look. It's just to give people false hope. You know what I mean? But as soon as the negotiations, I guess, weren't seeing eye to eye, he pulled out and said he's going a different route. It's that simple. My man said, I wonder what's the next move and will it really get Rolly? I think that's will he really get Rolly? I don't know. But there's not as many obstacles. Kenya B says smash the like button. Absolutely. Here's why. Ryan and Rolly has been a topic about them fighting each other, right? This has been a topic before these fake Devin, Haney, Ryan negotiations. This has been a topic in boxing. There was a fighter named O'Hara Davis, who was the mandatory. He was the mandatory for a shot at Rolly, who was a 140-pound champion. He was saying things online like, you're not fighting Ryan Garcia because I'm your mandatory, and I'm going to make for sure that I stand in the way. I'm not taking step aside money. I'm not allowing the fight. I will not back down. That's what he was saying. So there was a major obstacle in Ryan fighting Rolly for a belt because Rolly, if he did still choose to fight Ryan and they did the negotiation, he would have to possibly be stripped and vacate the belt to fight Ryan, which wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a title fight at that point. But guess what? Over the weekend, Mr. I'm not stepping aside got knocked out in the first round by the guy that Rolly has a win over, which is Barroso, Ishmael Barroso. I don't understand how people can't see these plays. It's so simple. And then you have idiots who are like, oh, Ego, you're hating on the Haneys and all that. All right, bro. But then when what I say happens, when it actually happens, then come kiss my ass. That's it. Bow down and kiss the pinky ring. Because I've been here before. I've been in this position before several times. Back against the wall. Oh, you're lying. You hate this fighter. All this type of stuff. All right, bet. And then undoubtedly what I keep saying keeps happening. And then now people open up. Oh, I guess Ego was right all along. It's the same story. So I ain't worried about it. Period. So here's another factor. Ishmael Barroso just knocked out the guy that was trying to cock block Ryan and Rolly from fighting. So he's out. He's not the number one ranked person anymore. O'Hara. He's out the way. Ishmael Barroso is with Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, aka, the promoter that's putting on PBC fights, most of their big fights. You see the TGB logo, you see Tom Brown at all the events and at the podium, and you see Brittany Goosen. Oh yeah, that company that works with PBC. So, let's think this through. The guy that was trying to get in the way of Ryan and Rolly fighting just got knocked out and got knocked off the map in one round. No one wants to see you fight Rolly now. You just lost in the first round to this old fool from Venezuela. Shout out to my boy Barroso. The guy Barroso who knocked you out, there's a chance that he'll be patient and step aside because he's an older gentleman. They could cash him out, give him a little, say, hey, this is a big fight. You're with PBC. Rolly's with PBC. Step aside. We'll give you some dough to step aside and allow for us to make Ryan Rolly, and you will get the winner. And there's a chance that Barroso does that with a promise to fight the winner. We've seen it before where fighters were like, I really want my shot. But yeah, I'll stand. I mean, Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis had to kind of get out the way a little bit. He's working with the same people to allow for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. So it's like very easy for me to see this stuff. And it's funny that people can't see this. Barroso is with PBC, dog. And he just pulled the upset. It's not an upset, but that's what y'all calling it. So he just pulled the upset. So now the only other obstacle is Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy if they don't want Ryan to fight Rolly or something. But Ryan ain't been seen eye to eye with Golden Boy. And then I don't think Golden Boy even wanted him to fight Tank, and Ryan got his way. So I don't know how big of an obstacle that is. So this is now, as I break down the layers to it, you guys can understand how this is a power move. Y'all keep focusing on why Ryan did it and if Floyd got in his ear when they were jogging. Who cares about any of that, bro? Oh, Floyd told him why they were jogging. Okay, maybe so. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Who cares? What about the move? What about like what this means? Now, here's another thing. Back to Devin Haney. If Ryan goes a different direction, which he says he's focused back on Rolly, then who does Devin Haney fight? My take is I think it has to be Sandor Martin, who's his mandatory. The winner of Haney Prograis had Sandor Martin as a mandatory. So realistically, Regis Prograis was supposed to fight Sandor Martin. But just as I just mentioned with Barroso potentially taking step aside money, you had a guy like Sandor Martin who should have been fighting Regis Prograis, but Devin Haney being a name and moving up to the division and making for good business or whatever, he moved up and they allowed a condition for WBC champion at the time, Regis Prograis, to fight against Devin instead of fighting against Sandor Martin. So when Devin Haney just shut out Regis Prograis and collected that WBC belt, he also collected or inherited Errol Spence's, or excuse me, he collected and inherited those problems, Regis Prograis' baggage as the WBC champion. So Devin will probably have to fight Sandor Martin. And that seems realistic. Sandor Martin is a fighter from Spain. He has 3 losses, and Matchroom's already worked with him. That's how they did the Mikey Garcia fight. So he has that type of flexibility where he clearly can work with Matchroom. I thought he beat Teofimo Lopez. So here's the thing. It's not a bad fight, but it's not a pay-per-view fight. Devin Haney, I don't mind the Sandor Martin fight. It's 2 tactical fighters, 2 boxers, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing is my palate for boxing is pretty deep. I don't just like mindless brawlers and mindless action. So I don't know if that's a good sell for everybody. You know? And definitely not I don't think that's a pay-per-view type of fight. That's why people are so angry with Ryan Garcia, because Ryan, they know he's the dance partner that would allow for better numbers for Devin Haney. Good point, but Oscar got no return on his investment with O'Hara, so he might want Ryan to get that WBA strap. Yeah, I don't know what De La Hoya's stance is on working with PBC to make the Rolly fight. I don't know. Devin's next few fights should be on free TV, but DAZN doesn't really have a TV station, so it wouldn't be free anything. So as I'm pulling back the layers, now you guys are starting to understand a little bit more. So again, there's a lot of moving parts here, but Ishmael Barroso being with TGB, there's a good chance that he steps aside. That would clear the runway for Rolly and Ryan, which to me is a big fight. People are like, oh, Rolly sucks and Ryan sucks. I mean, y'all can say whatever. Y'all would watch it. Period. Ain't he a free agent? Who? I don't know who he is. So now let me keep cooking. So now you have this issue where this is why people are mad, because Devin Haney, who is he going to fight? Like no BS. Name a pay-per-view fight that you think will be next for Devin Haney that is realistic. Listen, the criteria is very simple. Name a realistic fight that Devin can do on pay-per-view. Carlos Smith says Matias. I mean, that's a highly dangerous fight. I mean, I think Matias versus anybody is dangerous. I think that's dangerous versus anybody. That's a PBC guy. So I don't really see that being next. Like, you're going to take a highly dangerous unification fight with Matias. I don't see that. Gleesh says Loma rematch. Loma's not coming to 140. And Loma's supposed to fight George Kambosos. Try again. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all always say, oh, Ego, you're wrong. But then y'all can't prove me wrong. How he going to fight Lomachenko when Bob Arum just told you Lomachenko is fighting Kambosos? So that's a realistic next fight for Devin? A 35-pounder who already has a fight lined up with George Kambosos in Australia? Come on, y'all got to do better. Give me some better work. I'm asking y'all. See, I told you, I'm 8 steps ahead of all y'all. I told you, the criteria is very simple. Name a pay-per-view made, like a pay-per-view ready fight for Devin Haney that is next, that could be next, like presumably spring, summer, or before, that's realistic. That's the question. Name a realistic next fight for Devin Haney. So don't tell me Tank, because to me that's not realistic, because there's been no movement. How are you gonna fight Tank and there's been no movement? And Tank probably finna announce an Amazon Prime fight with whoever. So no Tank, no Tank, no Ryan Garcia now. And Teofimo just did an interview and he said he's not interested in fighting Ryan Garcia. He has bigger fish to fry. But even if he wanted to fight Devin Haney, he already has a fight at the end of the month or next month with Jaime Ortiz or whatever. Jermaine Ortiz, excuse me. Jermaine Ortiz. So again, the most viable, realistic option, Gary Antoine Russell's a beast. I like him. I like what he's doing. But that's also a PBC guy. I doubt that fight happens. So for me, the realistic fight is Sandor Martin. Unless he wants to fight at a catchweight or 147. But then if he fights at 147, who is he going to fight on pay-per-view? Like, who? Like, please. All the radical fans that say, oh, I know everything about Devin and Ego, you don't. Tell me who Devin is going to fight at welterweight. People are throwing out names. They're throwing out names. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman didn't go to, like, he was invited to go to Frisco to watch Devin Haney fight, right? And he didn't even go. So I'm not seeing that as being realistic. Because if he really wanted to fight Devin Haney or whatever, or he thought the business made sense, he probably would have went to the fight. But he didn't. So who? Devin and Conor Benn, who also has a fight coming up and lined up? That's what I'm saying. So y'all got to understand the game. And people are like, oh, Floyd did this and I blame Floyd, whoever. You know, maybe Floyd did get in his ear. I don't know who got in Ryan's ear. But the reality is you got to look at the cards on the table. And see, Bill Haney, when I was in front of him at his son's fight, post-fight, he says, Tank ain't the A side. Tank is the X face of boxing. And he said that Mayweather-ish is over. The Mayweather era is over. Floyd might have heard that and resented that and be like, all right, bet. And now you getting pinched. You getting cornered. What about Hitchens? No belt, but a DAZN guy. But see, that doesn't make sense to me because Hitchens did call out Devin, but I never heard Devin even respond to Hitchens really. But beyond that, Hitchens is rated number 2 with the WBC and Sandor Martin is rated number 1. So does that make any sense? So Sandor Martin don't got a belt. Richardson Hitchens don't have a belt. So you mean to tell me that Devin and Richardson Hitchens, the number 2 ranked WBC guy, they're just going to skip Sandor Martin? The WBC is going to be okay with that. The WBC is going to be okay with skipping the Spanish fighter from Spain, the number 1 guy, and then looking at the number 2 guy. That's his mandatory. I mean, I that don't make sense to me. So I don't think that'll be next. When have you ever seen the WBC skip a Latino fighter like Sandor Martin and give it to a nigga like Richardson Hitchens? See, come on, bro. Y'all gotta talk to me nice and make some of this make sense. Okay, when has the WBC skipped a Latino fighter that was next in line that wanted to work and gave it to a nigga and said, yo, we gonna skip, Enrique Iglesias and we gonna give you the shot, Africa? So they gonna skip the dude from Spain who's number 1 in the mandatory and give it to a dark-skinned cuz named Africa. All right. I don't know. Yeah. And then y'all be like, oh, Ego don't know what he talking about. All right. I don't know what I'm talking about. But they gonna give it to Africa. Yeah, that make a lot of sense. Barbosos. I don't even know. His name is Boroso. Bro, they're not, it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, what I do is elite. I've already, like, all this guessing and guesswork that you guys do in the comment section, I've already thought of these things. That's why every time I get on there, you don't ever see a bead of sweat. You don't hear me stuttering and stammering. I've already thought of it. I told you I'm 8 steps at least ahead of everybody in boxing. Literally. So it's like why people are spitballing, throwing out all these ideas. I've already thought about the different patterns, and like I've always been good with puzzles and riddles and stuff like that. I've already looked at this, and then I'm giving you guys my honest assessment based on all the data and the information that I have. I don't see the WBC skipping the mandatory, which is Sandor Martin, and giving it to a dude named Africa who's number 2. You don't think about everything. Stop it. Okay, what did I think about? You bum. Stomps, what did I think about? You about to get stomped. I think about everything. You don't, how you know what I think about? Like you in my brain, pause. He said you don't think about everything. All right. Man, get him out of here. I don't even want to see your name anymore, bro. Block him. Yeah, get him out of here. Yeah, get stomped. Stomp gonna get stomped. Get him out of here. Stomp is a chomp. He's gonna get stomped. Get him out of here. Who next? Hey, one, who next? He's talking about you don't think about everything. You a lame. Next. Hey, Glee's he's out of control, bro. Gleesh is out of control. Bro, he said that LOL the Sandor Martin Devin press conference gonna be so weak. See, I try to tell y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see that boy ego be making sense. Bro, lightning is not going to strike 2 times at once. Devin had a great buildup with Regis Prograis. He had a Regis Prograis, was talking trash. Like, he's like, everyone in the Bay, I was running. They was saying F the Haneys. You had Evans Tobler, the strength and conditioning guy, and he was talking greasy. So all in all, that was a very solid buildup. And they're still saying the numbers were 30 to 55,000 range. No matter, like, listen to this is why I'm saying power moves. Y'all beta males, so you're emotional and you're not listening to the message. I'm like, Nas, I got a message in these bars. I got a message in these bars. Carlos Smith said Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, I don't even think he can make 140. I don't even think he can make 140. Ain't he with Top Rank? I told you, everything you guys are thinking of, I've already thought of. There's no one man smarter, no woman, no mammal, no dog, no canines, no cats that's going to outsmart me. I've already thought about all of this. Josh Taylor is a top-ranked fighter. Like, first of all, Teofimo sizzled the man, almost stopped him in the last round. Who really even needs to see? That's what I'm saying. Y'all just talking to be talking. I don't talk just to be talking. That's the difference. Who wants to see Josh Taylor off of Teofimo sizzling him? Couldn't even really make the weight it don't look like. Who wants to see Devin Haney versus Josh Taylor? So Teo versus Josh Taylor was a good fight. That wasn't even on pay-per-view. How do you put Devin Haney and Josh Taylor off a loss on pay-per-view? So the bottom line is, unless you guys can name a name that actually makes sense, that's realistic, which was the question that I said from the beginning, then y'all ain't talking about nothing. So unless there's some weird wild card, insane, crazy, deranged matchup that I'm missing, like maybe like someone at 147 or something like that, then that's about it. But to keep this pay-per-view trend for Devin Haney without the right name is going to be hard, especially when they're saying he did 55,000 buys with a good buildup with Regis Prograis. It's so simple. And y'all trying to overcomplicate. Don't overcomplicate my simple. That might be the first press conference Devin ain't calling somebody a duck. Man, that man going in. Bro, Sandor Martin, me personally, but again, my taste in boxing, I like 2 boxers fighting. I don't mind 2 tacticians, but for the whole of boxing, that's a hard sell. Certain fighters are like, it's like Edeslandi Lara versus Ishe Smith. It's just a hard sell. Like the 2 styles, it's not like, it's like Robert Easter versus Francis Bartholomew. These are like, stylistically, you don't imagine it's going to be a banger. We're talking about 2024. I want to see some bangers. And we're talking about pay-per-view. That's not a banger. Francis Bartholomew and Robert Easter's not a banger. Edeslandi Lara, Ishe Smith ain't a banger. And that's what Devin Haney versus Sandor, a cool fight, but it's not a banger where you can put it on pay-per-view. Banger. What don't you understand? So back to what I was saying with Ryan being a smart move, it is an educated move for Ryan Garcia. It is game because Ryan Garcia Rolly is a banger. Banger. Tiger. What don't y'all understand? So yes, Devin has the belt. Devin was undisputed. Devin's doing his thing, but it's all about the banger. Ryan and Rolly is more of a banger if they can get that off than Devin and Sandor. Sandor Martin has 3 losses. One was to T.O. I don't think he lost, but the judges seen him lose. So on his record, so this is what I'm talking about. When it comes to boxing, I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. When you're dealing with mega fights, ultra big fights, you have to transcend hardcore fans only. You have to be able to transcend. That's why some of the fights where you didn't like Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, real boxing heads might not have liked that fight. They're like, oh, why is he fighting Conor McGregor? But the masses like the fight, and it's the number 2 grossing fight. You see what I'm saying? Am I the only one who likes Devin and can't stand Bill Haney? Only me? Bill Haney's he's promoting his son. That's what he's supposed to do. So I'm not mad at that. You're supposed to. He love his son, so he promoting him. But my job is to do my job. My job is to break down boxing, and I'm telling you the best way I know how, what I see. That's it. Boxing, I'm telling you, okay, put it this way. If Devin and Regis Prograis, there's no real reports that are credible that had that fight doing over 55,000 pay-per-view buys. So if that's the case, just be realistic with yourself. Conventional wisdom. How do you then put a Sandor Martin fight on pay-per-view? And this goes back to my points about Tank Davis, Abdul Wahid. This shows that Tank is the A side because Tank, they put him on pay-per-view versus Leo Santa Cruz, and they've never looked back. Every single Tank fight, whether you wanted it to be or whatever, was on pay-per-view. So if that's the new trend and Devin Haney's like, I'm a pay-per-view star, then if your next fight's not on pay-per-view, that's going to obviously show that, hey, they're not comfortable with that fight being on pay-per-view if it is, in fact, Sandor Martin. So I don't know. We'll see what Devin Haney and Bill Haney can concoct and what they do for their next move. But it's hard for me to see a realistic banger that they can have next, especially if we're in the 140-pound category. You have a mandatory, which will likely be called, which is Sandor Martin. So do you just drop the belt and fight someone at 47 and let Richardson Hitchens and Sandor Martin fight? Because that's in the pecking order. That's who's the rated people at 140. The number 1 guy is Sandor Martin, and the number 2 guy is Richardson Hitchens. So let's say Devin fights at, I'm just spitballing because this is what y'all want. Y'all want to test my knowledge? Okay. So I'm just spitballing these various like plays because it has to be something like Devin has to fight again, right? So here's the thing. If Devin says, I'm fighting at 47 against whoever, X fighter, you think the WBC with an open mandatory, Sandor Martin, you think the WBC is going to allow him to hold the belt hostage while he fights at 47 against somebody else when the mandatory should be being called, which is Sandor Martin? Or is it more realistic to believe if Devin fought at welterweight or some other division outside of 140, then likely they would do an eliminator. They would either elevate Sandor Martin or do some kind of eliminator like box off with Sandor Martin and the number 2 guy, which is Richardson Hitchens. Very easy to see these things, people. Okay, let me see what he said. Yeah, but Ryan out the Rolly fight. Rolly's about to duck Barroso. They will give the old man the belt. Then I could see Ryan fighting the old man, getting KO'd by him. Bro, what are you even talking about? See, there's a lot of people that try to do what I do, but they can't do what I do, if that makes sense. You just said, yeah, but Ryan out the Rolly fight. Who said he was out the Rolly fight? Where did you get that? He out the Rolly fight because you said so? That don't even make sense. So you just made this long scenario about what you think will happen, but there's nothing that has been illustrated or shown that that's even a logical thought to have. He said Ryan's out the Rolly fight, so this will happen. What do you mean he's out the Rolly? How's he out? Rolly just posted a flyer and it said Garcia Rolly's 2024. Ryan said pulled out of the Devin fight and said I want to fight Rolly. And you just saying, oh no, he's out the fight. Based on what? But then y'all allegedly had confidence that Devin and Ryan were gonna fight next. Y'all sound stupid as mother. It's crazy, bro. Boxing is fun. I mean, I love my job, but y'all just be talking to be talking. I don't talk. Like, I know some people may feel like I talk to talk, but it actually makes sense if you listen. My man Icy said, laughing my butt off, y'all forget while Barroso's was winning, Rolly hurt him twice. Yeah, because Rolly got that them nap punches and hit him with that. He hit the old man with the nyah. That's what that happened. Bro, that's because Rolly got that and he clipped. Bro, Rolly got, that's what people forget. Like Barroso got cracks, but Rolly got cracks too. And Ryan got cracks. That's what, so like, bro, listen. Ain't no way, bro. Listen, shout out to my man Caesar. He said, nah, I like that fight, Ryan and Rolly. And see, this is what I'm talking about. The people that are lying to you have no bearing on the culture. They're not going to stop it. They can't stop that. You think, okay, so you think Latino fans ain't finna watch Ryan and Rolly? Rolly is black and Cuban and Ryan is Mexican American. And you already know if they fight, Rolly gonna be talking crazy. And Ryan Garcia, he been pretty active with the, he been pretty quick with the trash talking. He said something like, he said Rolly, I call him Rolly Poly because he just be rolling into ish. Bro, it's going to be a hot fight if they do fight. This is the reality. Y'all want to kick and scream and say I'm hating and I don't know and all that. That's what's up. But mark my words, if Ryan and Rolly fight, it's a Rizzy. People are going to be tapped in. So when you listen to Boxing Ego, you listen to the truth. I'm not just gassing y'all, like I'm giving y'all credible like leads on the story. It is my opinion, and I'll always put out whatever. Like if my opinion was right or wrong, I'll do a follow-up video. But outside of Devin Haney fighting some wild card, I don't really see who he fights on pay-per-view that's realistic. Which furthers the conversation. Tank can fight an African booty scratcher from Boys in the Hood. I ain't from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. African booty scratcher. Bro, he could Tank. It literally, that could be the flyer. Tank versus African booty scratcher. And it's going to sell at the Barclays. Tank versus Crenshaw Mafia. And it's going to sell. Bro, do you understand Tank and Rolly set a Barclay record? Like Tank, a guy who's not from New York, not from Philly, like the people like Danny Garcia for the longest time had one of those records, but that's a Philly cat. And he was fighting Zab Judah, a New York cat. So you got two people who are from like Philly, which is an hour or so away from New York, and then a legend from New York like Zab. They fought and set a record at the Barclay, and it got broke by Rolly, who's not from the East Coast, and Tank Davis, who's from Baltimore, but not from New York directly. Bro, this is what y'all get mad and they're like, oh, you're hating, but then they can't prove me wrong. Tank versus African Booty Scratcher will sell. Tank Crenshaw Mafia will sell. Tank can fight Chauncey from Menace and it's gonna sell. After Kane whoop Chauncey and it'll still sell. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. Watch when Tank announces next fight and how many people make videos about it. Listen, when Tank announces his next fight, watch how many people, good or bad, whether people are hating, oh, why is he fighting Pitbull Cruz? Why is he fighting Frank Martin or whoever he fighting? Watch how many people make videos about it. If Ryan and Rolly do fight, just look at the numbers. When people make videos about Ryan and Rolly, or when people are at the press conference, filming the press conference, watch the numbers. That's what y'all should get in the habit of. Watch the numbers, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Watch the numbers. I know as a content creator, when Tank fights, my checks get better. My man said Tank could fight Chauncey from Blackstreet. No diggity. It's over. No diggity. I like bag it up now. I like the way you're working. No diggity. Bro, he can fight Dave Hollister and Blackstreet. It's going down for the Blackstreet. The homies got that collab creation. Bump like acne, no doubt. Bro, the man said he could fight Chauncey from Blackstreet. If you take your love away, I'll go crazy. No, I'll go crazy. Bro, the man said Chauncey from Blackstreet. It's over. And y'all goofies say everything but the truth. But listen, all y'all got to do, listen to me, listen to other YouTubers, and when the truth is revealed, then you give credit to those who are right. Listen, we got to get to the point in boxing where credibility actually matters. So your credibility should mean something. Like for the life of me, I can't understand how people even listen to some of the boxing dialogue, and every single time you do, the information is wrong. It couldn't be me. I mean, if y'all got that type of time in the day, great for you, but it could not be me. Information is always wrong. Like, it's never right. Like, come on, bro. So I don't care. I put my thoughts out. We gonna see. Devin Haney, barring some kind of wild card, is Sandor Martin. And then even if, like I said, even if let's say he fights at welterweight, that's a big jump. Like, you just got to 140, you're gonna go to 47. Okay, possible. But then what happens to your belt at 140? You potentially lose it? You see what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see. This pay-per-view game is not for play. Ryan and Rolly, they can do that on pay-per-view. I'm confident in that. Tank's next fight, you know it's gonna be pay-per-view. Devin's next fight, I'm not so sure. I mean, it depends on the opponent. And from what I'm looking at, so Loma's booked up. He's at 35 anyway. But Loma's booked up. George Kambosos is booked up, and he already beat him twice, so that doesn't make sense. Keyshawn is booked up fighting Pedraza. Him and Shakur didn't fight, so why would they be fighting next? No, you've heard nothing about that. Shakur's at 35 also. You know the Tank fight's not next. Ryan just cut turf and said he focused on Rolly. I mean, who is there at 40 for him to fight? That's pay-per-view ready. Matias, I mean, that's a super dangerous fight, and that's a PBC guy. So, Devin finna fight Matias, a guy who killed a man in the ring. and a PBC fighter on DAZN? I mean, it's possible, but conventional wisdom wouldn't have me believe that that is next. His only fight is to fight in Saudi Arabia. He could get a bag in Saudi Arabia, but then who are you going to fight and how's it going to be on pay-per-view? You see what I'm saying? Like, see, Joshua got him a novelty fight. So to me, that makes sense on pay-per-view because you might have like UFC MMA guys that want to see that how Francis does versus Joshua. Plus, they've been doing a good job with the heavyweight cards of loading the cards up. But for Devin Haney, are they going to load, like if he does fight in Saudi Arabia, are they going to load the card up like they've been doing with the heavyweights? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. T.O.'s booked up. He fighting Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz is working with Bill Haney. So that's not a realistic fight, even if he beat Teofimo. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at the plays. It's really spelled out for you. And people want to play games and like pick and choose all these big fights that they want to see. But are any of those fights realistic? I don't mind call-outs. They tried getting the Matias fight. I mean, I don't care about trying. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't care about trying anything. You could try shrooms. What does that mean? Like, bro, I'm talking about actually making the fight and the fight actually happens. Don't tell me what someone tried. Show me a flyer, a venue, a date. Like, I can't book a flight to cover a fight off of, oh, we tried. That tries, what is the try? Y'all sound like Akon. And I tried so hard, but y'all keep on fighting me. Oh, I tried so hard. Bro, I don't care about no try. I'm talking about what is going to happen. Y'all, see, that's what I'm saying. The boxing game is looking soft. The boxing game is looking so soft, bro. It's so sad. We got to clean these streets up. It's looking like Gotham City. It's looking like Gotham City. Talking about, oh, I tried. And I tried so hard, but nobody keep fighting me. And I tried. I don't care about no try. I can't book a flight. I can't book no hotel off of some try. Oh, but I tried. Bro, I live in a world of doers, a world of winners. I win every single day. Every single day I'm alive, I win. And I don't try to win. I don't hope to win. I win. Like, I don't care about trying. It's like you can try anything. You could try to ask a girl out. Did you get the number? GTD, got the draws. Did you get the draws? I don't care if you tried. Bro, see, that's what I'm saying. The game has gotten soft. A bunch of loser talk. Y'all talk like pure losers, talking about who tried. I live in a world, did you get the number or did you not get the number? Did you smash or did you not smash? Nah, man, she was finna let me smash, bro, but I tried to take her back to the crib and she wasn't having me. I tried, bro. You didn't get the draws then. Word to Tommy from Martin. Got the draws. Just admit y'all don't get the draws. Yeah, they want a bunch of, shout out to Kenya B. A for effort looking at. They want a bunch of participation trophies. That's what you give to them ugly ass kids with snot noses because their brains can't cope with the loss. So you just like, even though like, you know, it'd be like a little kid, a little preteen league or something. And the kids get scraped. It's like 100-7. Y'all got cooked. He got cooked. Y'all out here getting cooked, and then you get a trophy. How you get a trophy and the score was 100-7? My man's out there was like Steph Curry giving y'all buckets. He was giving you buckets, but then the loser got a trophy. I don't do that, bro. I don't think that's good. I don't give, if you lost, you lost. You lost, you ain't beat Lamont Peterson. I don't believe in participation trophies. Like, you ain't never seen that. I get predictions right, I get them wrong. If I get it wrong, I just take it on the chin. Crawford won. Errol Spence, I was wrong. Okay. And then I learned the lesson. Okay, maybe I need to, I slept on this element of Crawford's game or whatever. But I don't believe in that participation. I tried. Don't tell me about no try. I don't care about no try. Sandor Martin is a good fighter. I mean, he is. All right, he is a good fighter, but put that on pay-per-view. Bro, put Devin Haney and Sandor Martin on pay-per-view. You're right. He a good fighter. Put it on pay-per-view. Put it on pay-per-view and holler at me with the numbers. Bro, just based on Sandor Martin teeth, the numbers ain't gonna be good. Look at the man like, bro. Look at his teeth. Hold on. Y'all see, y'all, bro. Look. Based on the teeth, the numbers ain't finna do well. Y'all can't really see. It's not zooming. Hold on. Bro. His teeth got too many variables. His teeth throwing up a west side. A bow down when you come to my town. Bow down when you westward bound. Cause I ain't a hater like you. Well, it's the Chuck wearing, still sporting a beanie. The shadiest nigga when the click who wanna see me as I slide my lokes on, let my hackies hang. West side, Kennegang, BB bang. Bro, his teeth are on west side, Kennegang, BB bang. Run away, I'll get your market. Bro, y'all don't know. Bro, he got. Bro. My man said his teeth say, hey, bruv. Bro, he got the British teeth. Bro, listen. I hate that UK rap. Y'all gotta stop that. He's a man's like soup. Hit him with a pot. Hit him with a pot. Like Harry Potter. I'm good. I drip like water. Bro, I hate that. Y'all gotta stop. Listen, I don't want to hear in 2024. I don't want to hear no more UK rap. How could I be homophobic to sticky gay? What? How could I be homophobic? Bro, Joshua, he sometimes be trying to walk out to that. Like Joshua, when you fight Ngannou, do not walk out to that. I cannot get with that. Pop. Hit him like Harry Potter. The man said, hit him on the door. Take 2 shots like Tupac. Eat my eggs, no pork. What? Shout to Monk. Monk hit him in the chat like, hit mans in the chat like, bruv. And I showed no hate, no love. I'm like, please stop. Carleon, what's up? Hey, yeah, y'all gotta smash the like button. I tried to tell y'all. Bro. I can't wait. I can't wait to be right just so I can. Listen, it's like when a dog pees on a carpet, like you get a little puppy. And then the dog pee on the carpet. And then you have to put their nose into the carpet. And their nose is touching. Look, their nose is touching the carpet. Nose touching the carpet so you can. Oh, I got snot all on my mic. Hold on. Y'all didn't tell me I had a little snottles. I had a little bit of snot. Bro, y'all got snot all. Y'all gonna buy me a new mic. Y'all got me getting snot on my mic. Men's drip snot on mic. When you have a puppy and then he pee and then you got to put his face by the pee so he know bad, like so he know what he did wrong. That's what I'm doing to y'all all year. 2024, I'm spanking y'all. I'm gonna make you see the poop or the pee all the urine and boxing, all this like stupid stuff people are doing, I'm gonna make you keep seeing. So like, bro, y'all gonna be mad at me by the end of the year, I promise you. Y'all gonna be mad at me because y'all keep saying all this stuff. Oh, Tank, like all this stupid stuff. Tank's not a star. He needs to fight someone. Bro, I've been to his fights. He's a star. The man is doing flips off the turnbuckle like Rey Mysterio. Just based off that, he pay-per-view attraction. Bro, Tank be doing flips off the turnbuckle. Like he Eddie Guerrero. He be frog splashing and doing all this. Like, y'all want everybody to listen to me. Y'all want a lot of these young fighters to have what Tank has. Like if this was a computer game, you could like build a player, create a player, you would want it to be like Tank. I promise you. The man gets a knockout and then does a Rey Mysterio. That's pay-per-view worthy. How you knock someone out and then just off the top rope. And y'all mad because some of the other fighters don't necessarily have that ism, you know what I mean? And y'all get mad, so you're like, oh, Tank needs to fight someone. Oh, Tank's ducking this person and Tank. Bro, you can fight Tank, but you gotta fight him on his terms. It's that simple. That's what happens when you're the A side. Listen, that's why I don't listen to no boxing. I don't get my news from no boxing. I don't listen to no boxing. And it's been that way since I started. I don't listen to no boxing. You ain't gonna contaminate my point of view with this dumb stuff. I see it sometimes on like boxing Twitter. I see some of the stupid stuff y'all saying. Elon Musk need to blow up boxing Twitter. Y'all be saying the stupidest stuff. Oh, Tank's not really a big star. It's Ryan Garcia. Bro, it ain't no damn Ryan Garcia. It's Tank. How Tank ain't the star, but then he keep setting records and Barclay records of attendance and man, stop. Y'all just be saying whatever on Twitter just because it's free. You know what? Elon Musk need to start charging for tweets. I read that they were going to start charging. So listen, if you want to fix social media, that's how you fix it. $100 a tweet. So you got to really make sure you wanted to say whatever dumb you say because it's $100 per tweet. That's how you fix social media. Because all you dumb broke y'all ain't going to be tweeting too much if you had to pay for it. Your bank account will be negative 5,000 because that's all y'all do is troll. Y'all troll and put out senseless tweets because it's free. Bro, that's what they need to do. On X, $100 a tweet. Y'all be penniless. I promise you. All the stupid stuff and y'all take the time, make little side-by-side pictures and stuff. Y'all goofy, bro. Y'all goofy as hell. And then on top of that, they doing it all for free. I wish I would I get paid by Facebook, Twitter, X, YouTube. I wish I would put out something for free. Kiss my ass. Listen, 2024 is kiss my ass season. I'll make all y'all kiss my ass. Y'all full of it. You're just putting stupid stuff. Oh, Leonard Ellerby doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, the man that's been responsible for the biggest fights that this world done seen in boxing, he don't know what he's talking about. Al Heyman don't know. PBC don't know what they're talking about, but they've had a hand in all of the biggest fights in the last whatever. In the whole, man, come on, bro. He said you would have a lot of people thinking before they tweet. That's what they should do. That's what Elon, holla at me, boy. Elon, charge these stupid motherfuckers because I know they can't pay the fee. It don't even matter. It don't even have to be $100. It could be $10. They ain't gonna be tweeting like that. You gonna be like Errol Spence posts his eye and you be like, oh, you're a one-trick pony. Bro, that to say that dumb that costs $100. You really had you either you got bread or you got a lot of hate in your heart. Or you pay $100 to tell Errol Spence that. That's what they need to do, bro. Errol Spence posts his eye. They're gonna say, "Oh, you suck, man. You're a one-trick pony." You wouldn't be putting that. It'll cost you some money. You doing that because it's free and you broke. You notice this? I know people who are rich. Sometimes rich people just sit there and listen and observe. A broke broke people, they always got an opinion on everything. You notice that? Listen, write that down. The brokest people got an opinion on everything. A rich person don't always have an opinion on certain stuff. Broke person, oh, Cat Williams. Man, we don't care what you think about Cat Williams. Cat Williams, he was in the wrong. Man, we don't care what you talking about. You broke. Cat Williams ain't, and you are. You broke. He said they would be, Kenya B said they would be silent because they broke. Yeah, they be talking about Cat Williams. I'm the Cat Williams of boxing. That's what that is. I'm the Cat Williams of boxing because y'all be mad at me for my opinion, but then watching every video. Nigga, why is you following me? That's what I want to know. Why is you following me? Don't follow me then. That's all there is to it. They're like, this guy, Boxing Ego, thinks he knows. Oh, this guy. Nigga, don't follow me. That solves that. They eat some breakfast first. They don't even wipe the sleep out their eye before they come in my channel talking crazy. Nigga, don't follow me. Solves all your problems. Anyway, I might do another live stream later. Shout out to my man Sura, because I didn't really get a chance to talk about all the Errol Spence stuff. Kerwin Promoter, what's up? I might do another live stream. So he said I'm crying. Y'all tripping. Nigga, don't follow me. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Cat Williams style. I'm out. Hey, y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta smash the like button. Y'all playing with the likes. I see y'all. Man, it's gonna be a hard year for y'all this year. I promise you that. All that dumb stuff, clickbait and all the stuff y'all talking about, it's over. Your boy is back.